everybody, it's Brett Fleming, owner of Pioneer Hay Sales. Today we're going to do a bit of a walkthrough on the homestead, show you all of our storage equipment that we have ready. We're only about a month away from harvest, which is kind of crazy to believe. So if you like this kind of information, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave something in the comments for us. Thanks. So as you can see, we just got a little bit of rain here last night. Those are our wagons right here. We only have 3 of them. They go behind pickup trucks. We can put 18 bundles on each load. Really works out well for us because we don't need a semi license or anything like that, or have to buy expensive semis. Kind of works for us to drag. As you can see, we just moved some bales around the other day. We have a larger tractor with just a single grabber on it. That was just for ease of moving. As some of you may know, we have a Chinook dryer. This is our Chinook dryer right here. Has a bunch of needles in it. So each dryer, we can put 3 bundles in at a time, as you can kind of see here through those rivets. So we put 1 bundle here, 1 there, 1 on the far side, and then all these needles, top and bottom, go into the bundles. As you can see with the needles, there is little holes in them, and that's where the air blows through, so it actually dries in the center of the bale. This is actually pretty awesome because it makes it dry really fast. So we can do 25% bale down to 15 or 14%, whatever we're aiming for, in about 15 to 20 minutes. So it makes it pretty quick. Here's some nice little second cut that we got here left. Not much of that left, just staged the load, 1 left. And here is one of our 210 balers with bale bearing. Just ready for the year. We just had Mark Rist out here to just do some work on it. This is one of our units, so we do have 2 of the high capacity balers. Some things that people might like or might not like, but I'm pretty sure it's a positive, is these do have 3 knotters. So right here we have 2 of these barns. They're one of the oldest ones that we actually store into now. So we actually can fit about 13,000 of these barns, 3 high, as you can tell right now. And then there's a few loose bales there. These are both empty. It's May, so we should be empty by now. This is our propiconic acid. We use that on almost all of our bales just to deter any mold from growing. We do get a little bit of mold every once in a while. It's really hard to make everything just totally uniform, and this is just our safety buffer for all that. Here's one of our rakes. We use a Kuhn GA 9032. We have actually 2 of these. There's one at our other location, which we're going to do a little bit of a walkthrough here shortly on. That's a tedder that just showed up. It's a mass deal. So we'll see how that works out this year. We're going to actually run 2 when the season gets rolling. Right there, that's actually our liquid storage for 28% and ATS. We use quite a bit of ATS, quite a bit of nitrogen throughout the year, since we are pretty much grass hay specific, even though we do have alfalfa. Hay is looking beautiful out there. That was a shitty photo. I'll get better images. So because we are hay focused, even though we do have cash crop, we are in the middle of corn and bean harvest right now. That drill is specifically only used for doing hay. We have it set up for that. Has sunflower meters. It's only a 15-foot drill, but usually we're only planting 150 to 200 acres of hay a year. Works really good. Has a really big storage capacity. So we can actually put up to 100 units of seed in there. And then we don't have to bother stopping and refilling all the time. Here's another one of the old bale bearings, 210 balers, ready to go. So at Pioneer Hay, we've actually invested a lot of money into our equipment. As you can see, here we have a triple mower, so we can cut 31 feet at a time. It's on an Optim 300 tractor, so 300 horsepower, which is plenty. We have rubber conditioner rollers in the back. It is a bit of a competitive advantage for us because we can cut 25 acres an hour if we want. Some may have seen these, especially if you're American. If you're Canadian, this is kind of a bit of an anomaly, but This is a Stinger 6500. So what we do is we actually drop the bale bearing bundles in the field. They just go behind. And actually we come in behind the bale bearing with these. And this Stinger picks up 9 at a time to go to the back. Those end gates right there open up. 9 bundles come from the top, slide down to the bottom, face down. And then we load the wagons from that. And we just found that it was able to speed up our ability to pick up bundles in the field a lot faster. It used to take us all day and a lot longer at times to do some of these small jobs. But now we can pick up 12 to 13,000 bales a day with quite a bit of ease. But in this barn, as you can see, fairly wide. So we actually just built this in 2022. It's 152 feet long by 82 feet wide. It does make it, we're able to put about 35,000 to 40,000 in here. I don't think we've ever gotten to 40, but it makes a huge difference for us that we are able to have a huge barn like this, store a lot. Yeah, so here's the barn here. It's 56 by 104. Can fit about 19,000 bales, which is really handy for us. It's kind of the perfect barn. So those 40,000 are really nice, but it's kind of hard to do quality control with first cut. You know, having an 19,000 bale barn, you can put about 2 fields in here and it's full. This one was built in 2017. As you can see here, just kind of going to zoom in. That's 1 bale. So as you can see, there's 3 strings. This is a 210 Marcrest baler specific thing. There's 3 strings in it. Really like that because if one were to break, if you're baling or you're handling them, it's not the end of the world. There's still 2 left and it does keep the bale integrity in place. As you see, this is all we have left from last year's 2025 crop here at the home farm. We do have another barn where there's about roughly 100 bundles left, but we've been buying in most of ours. But yeah, again, we're ready to go. It's about the middle of May, not quite the middle of May yet, but in a couple of weeks, we're hoping to be putting hay in this barn. There's some of our twine left. So yeah, if you look out the door here, this is kind of how it looks. So this is our dryer barn. So that did have storage for 13,000, but we usually leave it until the end of the year because it's also our wet storage. We have this barn that I'm standing in right now. That's the 19,000 bale barn. This one right here is actually more for the horses. So co-owner and my mother-in-law, Wendy, she has 2 horses. I used to have 3, but unfortunately one just passed away a couple years ago. But that's kind of the barn mainly for her horses. We do store a little bit of straw in there. We don't really produce a whole lot of straw. Those 2 gray barns in the middle, they're the 3 high barns. We can put about 13,000 in each of those. So there's about 26 there, and then that back barn is 40. So if you add it all up, we're close to 100,000 bales of storage here. Again, there's one of our ramps. That's one of our barns for the back one. Actually, here at the front, if you can see, we have another steel ramp right towards the house there. So we have 2 ways of loading. We can do 2 loads at a time. This is one of the tractors here, 5095 with the double grabber. We also have a 75C case with a single grabber that we load trucks with. We are diverse with some of our tractor selections. As you can tell, we do have some red, we do have some green. This right here is it's a 95 horsepower tractor from John Deere, but it does have the ability to lift 2 bundles at a time. And it's short enough that we can drive directly into the dry vans. That's a huge issue for us at times because for unloading or loading, if sometimes you're pushing them on, they'll fall over. But with this little tractor, we can actually drive right in and place them where they need to be, which avoids any bundles from falling over in the truck. Kind of guarantees us every time that we can ship, anywhere from 36 to 38 bundles with ease. So this right here is just a simple grabber. So if any of you guys have been handling bale bearing bundles and not really sure how to do it, these are really easy. So it's a 3rd function hydraulic. So it just goes onto your loader tractor. But those, we call them hooks. They actually wrap around into the bale and they grab it. You can get 2 or 1. This is just a single on this one. Not normal, but we just had it for moving some round bales. Grabs into the bales. You're able to do whatever you want with them. Pick them up. As long as the bundle integrity is solid, there's no way you're ever dropping a bundle. So if any of you guys are interested, they do sell these at any Marcrest dealer across Canada and the US. So one thing here at Pioneer Hay Sales, when it comes to loading trucks, a lot of people wonder how we do it. We actually have built a makeshift ramp. These are just concrete blocks that we put in place. And all we've done is brought in a gravel, made a ramp here. You can just go up in the ramp and then drive right into the truck. This is a nice orchard Timothy field here. It is just coming on so strong. It looks beautiful. It's getting a little cold here tomorrow night, a little cooler than I like to see. It's actually going to be down to 30, which is wild. But this looks really nice. So this right here is one of our, I will say, huge advantages to our farm. And thank goodness for the Marcrest guys. They have built this dryer. It's a Marcrest stationary dryer. We literally fill this up. There's room for 19 to 18 bundles. It does take a bit longer than the Chinook. It is a lot longer process. So we can do about 18, 19 bundles again, about 5 to 6 hours, depending on moisture. It can take longer if it's wetter. The biggest thing is, though, this works as like a kiln. So this is the inside. This is a walking floor. We put the hay on the platform here. Walking floor walks it all the way to the front. There's force here coming from the bottom. Lots of, as you can see, there's probes in here for moisture sensing. Out on the outside here, we actually have a scale. So if you want to take out the moisture based on weight, you can do that as well. As you see, it runs on propane. And that's not really awesome, but neither is the Chinook running on diesel. Be nicer if we had like ability to do natural gas where we are, but we don't right now. Currently, everybody's tapped out, so we had to go with propane. This thing could be ran natural gas as well. The thing that's nice about this type of dryer is that it does actually mimic the curing process. So after it's dried in this dryer, we can actually turn around, let it cool off for a day and ship it, which is not what we would do with the Chinook. The Chinook, we still like to keep it at least for 4 weeks, even if it is dry. But with this dryer, we can bale, we can ship within 2 days of when we bale. So yeah, we're only going to be able to dry about 2 truckloads a day. But when we're getting going in June, that can keep up to our demand at times. This dryer was a bit of an investment. I know there's a lot of people that sometimes wonder how we are able to afford having 2 dryers. But anymore in southwestern Ontario with the rains that we're getting, it's almost harder to make hay if you don't have a dryer. The fact that we have 2 of these works really nice. This dryer we really like for the immediate shipping and first cut. And then second and third cut, there's a little better bundle integrity. The Chinook is able to do way more drying in a day, that's for sure. And it is a really, really good dryer. It's just to have this as a complement is a really good key advantage for us. If you guys are any more interested in the hay that comes out of this dryer or anything like that, just feel free to call Trevor or Tristan, and they'll be able to explain quite a bit of what's going on. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like what you saw. If you like more content, please subscribe or like this video.